Our today's topic is gas filled tubes. In the vacuum tubes, the electrons flow from the cathode to anode in vacuum. In such tubes, extreme care is taken to produce a perfect vacuum as possible to prevent of glass and the resulting large uncontrolled currents. It may be gas filled tubes. It's mentioned here that the secret of trade in the fine control of electrons within the valve electrostatic fields the grid and anode. It's called the gas filled tubes. If gas is present in even small amount, the electrons flowing from cathode to anode will the gases. The modules would interfere with the control and make the device useless is an amplifier. In certain applications, fine control of electrons within the valve of less importance the heavy current. In such situation, a low pressure are purposely introduced into valve involved. Such tubes as are known gas filled tubes. The gas filled tubes are capable of doing various jobs the vacuum tubes cannot perform, which especially usual industrial and control circuit. In this chapter, we should focus and attention of some important types of gas filled tubes with the reference to characteristic properties. So now we look the gas filled tubes some figure. Firstly, we look its symbol is plate and this is cathode and it's the grid of cathode view. A gas filled tube is essentially a vacuum tube having a small amount of some intergas at low pressure. Slow pressure. The gas all over the gas is temperatures and filled tube usually range 10 millimeter. It's 10 millimeter. It's 10 millimeter and highest is 2 to 15 millimeter. So we know it the gas pressure in gas filled tube is gas tube it's 10 millimeter to 15 millimeter. The construction of gas filled tubes is the similar that vacuum tubes. Expect that the cathodes, grids and anode are usually larger in order to carry heavier current. However, the characteristic properties of the two are different. Firstly, a gas-filled tube can't conduct much more current than equivalent vacuum tube, this type. And secondly is another. It has become the electrons following from cathode to anode is collide with gas modules and the ionic them now and electrons from them. Secondly, a gas-filled tube has far less control of the electrons in the tube than a vacuum tube. Once the ionization starts and the control of gas-filled tube is tremendously reduced. Classification: glass-filled tubes are usually classified according to type of electron emission employed. On this basis, this is may classified in two types, namely cold cathode type and hot cathode type. We'll write it cold cathode and another hot cathode. Two type gas filled. This name is cold cathode and another is hot cathode. So cold cathode type. In this type gas filled The cathode is not heated as in a vacuum tube. As vacuum tube, cold cathode type is not cathoded, not heated. Vacuum tube but not heated. The ionization of the gas is caused by the energy available from natural source, and thus the cosmic rays, sun rays, and or radioactive particles in the air, such as like that sun and area and air, sun, air, it's sun, and like that air and sun rays and available natural source. It's we called natural source. Natural source. This natural source, cosmic rays, sun rays, and etc. This natural source are the underlying reasons for the start of conduction in cold cathode gas tubes. Most cold cathode tubes are used as diodes. Most cold cathode is used diode. We know this. What is the diode? It's like diode, like that diode. It's used, most probably used, cold cathode is used diode. Its anode, its cathode terminal. And now we look hot cathode type. In this type, the gas filled tubes, the cathode is heated just as in ordinary vacuum tube. The electrons flowing from cathode to plate cause of the glass molecules. Such tubes are used in diodes, radios, and tetraeds. The ability of gas-filled tube or carry charge of course no recommendation itself. A copper wire will do something and with better efficiency, but a gas-filled tube has one special ability which the wire does not possess. The ability to carry current is one direction. So it's cold cathode and hot cathode. It's the vacuum is one only heated and another only not heated. And a hot type cathode, it's heated just an ordinary vacuum tube, and cold type cathode are the not heated and vacuum tube. So this condition and this some one of the natural source and underlying reason, and another are tubes and used as radios and the cathode plate source. So we shows the schematic symbol of hot cathode and the cold cathode gas diode known as phonotrons, whereas the symbol of hot gas triode. So we look, this area is cathode terminal, is anode terminal, and this area is plated and this area is gridded, and it's the cathode. Then cathode type and anode type is actual version and their definition, and cold cathode and hot cathode. So this is the spatial performance to their characteristic perspectives, and they are following from cathode to anode, and the device to make it useless as an amplifier. Thank you.